What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So, we got some early info on the next Nightwave season. We go over the new augment mods that are not released yet, but on the way of being released. And we'll basically show some synergies you can use with these augments that will be extremely powerful, honestly. Just reading what they do, get ready for some really powerful augments, maybe on the level of Sentient Surge. Okay, maybe not that high of power, but pretty close. Before we enter though, make sure you sub this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads. There might not be a dev stream bingo video in time for tomorrow. Sorry, but I'll try to get it out anyway, later tonight. But yeah, there is going to be a dev stream tomorrow as well, so come stop by the live stream channel. I'll be live reacting to the DE dev stream. Hopefully they're talking about Plague Star. Hope they're talking about, potential whispers in the wall, brief information, and cross trade and all that too. So come stop by. I'll also have an overview video on this channel after the stream's done too. Enough of that, let's start talking about these Nightwave augments that are going to be in the next Nightwave season, which will probably be in early 2024, honestly. We're getting a ton of challenge changes, but yeah, these were, so the way that we found these is the first update of the Abyss of Dagath, hotfix or whatever. These were available to be linked in-game, and they were also in the incomplete mod section of your ship. So the first one's going to be for the Sporothrix, which is an infested sniper. It's actually the wrong one. Okay, so we have the Sporothrix right here. Shots, so it's called Volatile Variant. And a reminder, this stuff can change by the time it actually gets released in the game. So the Sporothrix is a 1% crit chance sniper from Daimo Subterranean Vaults. Here's the base stats with no mods. But yeah, reading what this does, the shots of the Sporothrix have a +3 meters of punch through, and the barbs explode instantly. If you didn't know this thing has delayed explosions currently. The barbs that strike enemies directly have +4 meter radius of explosion and -50% status chance. Headshots double the radius. So, reading this, what this does is basically, it does a few things. It gives the weapon built-in punch through that it does not normally have. It's going to give it a plus, it's going to make the barbs explode instantly. So let's just show you how this works right now, with obviously no augment yet, because the augment's not in the game yet. Get summon in some heavy gunners here. So this thing has 1% crit chance. So you have to basically force it to crit. That's kind of the reason I have Dagath on here. So that's how it normally works. It's like a slash. It's got a little bit of viral built in on the explosion, but it's a mostly slash focused weapon. So as you can see right there, not really doing a ton. She has lots of slash procs on her, but they're not super amazing slash procs. So if we were to do something like use Dagath's new augment Shadow Haze to get guaranteed crits. This thing has very high crit damage, but very low crit chance. So now we can pretty much just one-shot them with those buffs up. Dead, 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 dead. So they're making this AoE. Well, it's going to require a mod slot, but yeah, this thing can get multi-million slash procs. So, as you can also see, there's a delayed explosion after I shoot them. Briefly after there's an explosion, that explosion aspect will become immediate with this augment mod thrown on. So yeah, with frames like Harrow, frames like Dagath, it's got a lot of slash built in too. As you can see, it's mostly slash weighted here, and the explosion is, well, there's actually multiple aspects of the explosion. The second attack doesn't have slash in it, and the explosion is slash and viral only. The AoE range is only 1.7 meters, so once you get this augment going proper, get a headshot with it, it'll be almost 10-meter explosion radius from this thing. Not to mention, it'll also have punch through too. So I'm thinking a big hallway clearer with the Sporothrix. Now, a couple problems are coming up for sure. It's a sniper rifle. I believe it has really bad ammo. 45 ammo is not terrible, not amazing though. It's got pretty bad reload speed. You have to aim down sights with it. It has an increased headshot damage multiplier while you're aiming down sights, thankfully. But yeah, I don't know. This one's not sound like it will be phenomenal. Not to mention, the augment's also going to give a -50% status chance as well when it hits a direct headshot. Probably because it does so much damage. I've seen 8 million damage with this thing on Dagath before. So yeah, just going over what my build is. Now, reminder, you don't need to mod it this way. This is just the way I'm modding it. But I've currently got a slash crit damage build, basically cheesing around the high crit multiplier this thing has at base. So we got 1% crit chance and 14.6 crit multiplier. So every bullet is pretty strong. And we're jamming every crit damage value. You even got a crit damage riven. So crit damage multi-shot riven. If you don't want to go for the crit damage memes, just go for normal stuff like multi-shot, damage, status chance. I don't think this thing can get minus impact. Minus impact can be interesting. I don't think it can get it, but maybe it can. But yeah, it's big crit damage here, big slash, make that slash rating really high. Now, if you are using Nourish, you're going to be into viral, but I mean, look how much status chance we have. 137% status chance with like one status, well, technically 2 status chance mods. You could make the status chance a lot higher than 137. So that minus 50% on the headshot is probably not going to matter too much because this thing will be doing so much AoE and so much damage. So yeah, big thing here is multi-shot and crit damage. This mod definitely does not need to be on here. Vigilante Armaments, I'd probably put on Amalgam Serration in that slot if I had the capacity for it. But yeah, this thing might be good, but let's actually go look at the other one that I think might be stronger. That's going to be the Catabolyst. And this thing already is nuts. So let's go ahead and talk about the second augment mod. What's the first one called, actually? Volatile Variant. Of course, this stuff can get changed and nerfed by the time this comes out, guys. But the Catabolyst, basically go get your Riven right now, okay? Let's look at the stats on this new Nightwave mod. It's called Critical Mutation. And get a load of this. Each kill increases the critical chance and critical damage by 30%, up to 500%. Reduced by 50% when fewer than 3 enemies are struck by the grenade explosion. So that's a lot to take in there. Let's also explain how this Catabolyst pistol works at base. So it's a beam pistol that's single target. Well, it has a little bit of AoE on it, but it's mostly single target. It's got base corrosive damage, and it's got a very high base multiplier, but not the best crit chance. Additionally, once this thing, it does not manually reload. Like, you can't just automatically reload it. When you do reload it, it will throw a grenade out, and the grenade is going to scale how much magazine you spent. So down here is the fully drained magazine. Actually, it's a partial reload. Where's the fully drained magazine? So reload from empty, you're going to be getting 31% crit chance when the normal shot has 11% crit chance and pretty high status chance too. It's got 2 instances of damage and it's a 7-meter explosion range. So just going to quickly show you how this works, and then we can talk about how crazy this augment's about to be. Keep in mind, I have a unranked Riven with bad stats on it right now. Because I haven't rolled it or leveled up the Riven yet. So just keep that in mind when we're doing this. I'm also going to use Dagath because this thing's going to have so much crit damage after the buff that it's going to be hilarious. I'm not going to use her buff yet, though. Alright, so just going over here with no buffs. Just think, my current build is Viral Corrosive Heat. And we're missing a mod slot right now. So that last mod slot, you can honestly put that new augment in there. Now the magazine is fully drained. We can actually, let's actually get some armor strip in here too. Oh wait, Dagath kills stuff way too quickly. Now that they're armor strip, we can throw the grenade at them. Okay, it didn't throw the grenade. It's a little bit of a weird weapon for sure. Let's actually drain our whole magazine, then throw the grenade, and I'll show you how this damages. So the aspect of the augment will be, have to hit 3 enemies with that grenade toss, or you lose 50% of your crit buff. But, I mean, even with no crit buff right now, we're doing almost 1 million damage per tick. And I am literally missing a mod slot, as I stated. That's with no viral procs, too. So, this thing is nasty, in more ways than one. It's going to be a lot more nasty with 500% crit chance and 500% crit damage. So, I would say maybe get this thing. So, this thing comes from your clan dojo, not that hard to get. The ribbons are probably already gone up, though, guys. I bought my ribbon for about 250 plat unrolled. So, I'd say try to get something for lower than that. But yeah, this will be nasty for sure. Just looking at the build right now, the grenade still has, the fully drained grenade has 89% crit chance, 129% status. We got a viral corrosive heat build on the beam. So the problem is going to be finding what to take off for this new mod. For example, right now I've got this Riven I haven't rolled yet, so I'll make this one good eventually. But I mean, maybe I'll replace one of these prime crit mods. We're getting 500% crit chance and crit damage from this. So, I mean, this mod gives 100% crit damage. This one gives 187% crit chance, so that's going to be a lot more. But it is more conditional. Every kill will give 30%, and then you stack it to 500, and you'll reduce it by 50% when not hitting 3 enemies with a grenade toss. So I'm thinking you need some grouping abilities. If you want to just mainly focus on the beam, and then be okay, I'll just take the L. I'm losing a little bit of stats here and there. A frame like Dagath with her massive crit damage buff could be hilarious. So as far as ribbons to go for on this, I'm going to tell you a couple things that don't work on the grenade toss. Multi-shot does not work on the grenade toss. Multi-shot's very good for the beam, though. Additionally, the synth charge mod, where is it? This one, increased bonus damage on the final shot in the magazine. That does work for the grenade toss, too. But as you can see, we don't really have as many mod options right now if I want to do viral, corrosive, and heat, because it's got corrosive built in. So we throw on viral and heat, and we have viral, corrosive, heat. Very good for melting armored enemies. So yeah, let me know what mods you guys pick off the build in the future for when this augment comes out. I am definitely thinking like more of a crit mod here, but maybe we could take off like, I don't know, like some other mod, maybe the heat mod or something, or the viral mod, that I could just make it corrosive and heat. Corrosive and heat should still work too. So yeah, just quickly taking off this mod, and let's just throw in an actual mod in that slot to see if it will be any better. Let's see what we got here. Gonna throw like a scorch mod, I guess, for like the final mod slot, just because I'm a little bit low on mod drain. So yeah, I'm expecting this one to be really, really strong. I'm expecting the Sporothrix one to be more of a fun, like, hallway clearer thing. But I'm expecting the catabolyst to become like a new single target monster. And it already is kind of a single target monster. Alright, let's use Dagath's third ability for more crit damage, too. So imagine if they were armor stripped right now. Not bad. So like 443k from one tick of damage. 1.3 million damage tick. And reminder, we don't even have the augment out yet. So this thing is going to be nuts. Wow. Just wow. Like, it is a single target beam for sure. But, dude, they are getting completely melted. And these are Steel Path Eximus, by the way. I'm sure you could tell. Throw the grenade. Yeah, with some armor strip, the grenade really hits hard. So you can use this on lots of frames that buff damage. You might want to use a frame that groups enemies up. I was using it with Mag before, just before I recorded the video. Mag's Bubble. Pull enemies in. Mag's fourth ability with Fracture and Crush, remove all their armor, makes it where Mag can, one-shot enemies in the bubble. Not that Mag really had a hard time doing that with many other weapons too. So expect these augments out in like early 2024. I think they'll be really fun and good. And the Sporothrix one, I'm actually quite excited about that one because of my riven. So hopefully they don't get nerfed before they come out. All right, guys, that's gonna be the pre-release information. Hopefully you found this video fun and helpful. I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, check out that live stream tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Peace.